Hello everybody and welcome back. Today's block is called Telephone Time. It is block 21 of 25 from the Grandma's Kitchen So Long, hosted by Pat Sloan. This is my final block to get me caught up because I've been a few weeks behind. I did, honestly, most of it. So it's really all the same. I'm going to do the dial with you. And I did the first two borders because the last one is exactly the same. So first, I'm going to cut this in half because I didn't actually cut them to the size. So you're going to cut all your pieces. For these, I cut them out of cardstock. I did these three, the base, the body, and the phone. Now for this, you're supposed to cut all these and put them in there all different colors. But I didn't want all those small pieces, so that's not what I did. But I'll show you what I did. Honestly, this was easy. I just put the backing on it. I used, where is it? I don't have the package, but it is Heat and Bond Light. It's the purple one. The purple one is sewable. The red one is not. Well, I mean, you could, but it would gum up your needle and stuff. So I wouldn't recommend it. And I heated that. I laid it to one side and then you iron it to the back side. And then you peel off the backing here. I'll show you on that. You peel off the backing. And then you have, I don't know if you can tell, see how it's kind of shiny there? That is what would iron it to, you'd iron it to your block. And then I stitched around it. Hold that thought. Okay, so that's what I did for those. I did lay it on the back side, so I laid it face down on the back of the fabric. So once I ironed that on there, I laid this back down. You can see, I don't know if you can see, there's a little pink edge there. I traced it on the back, and then I cut it out. So I had a square of fabric. Where is the little circle? So I had a square of fabric. This was a little square. I put the circle down. That's this one. Face down. This circle, it doesn't matter. I traced around it and then I cut it out with scissors. But I actually don't think I'm going to use this piece. It's to go here. But I don't think I'm going to use it. So we shall see. So I did all those. I ironed them one at a time and stitched them on. Now I'm going to do the other border first. The last border. And this is going to be slightly bigger because I just cut that in half. You saw me do it. I'm going to pin this one on this side. And I'm going to spin this and pin this one on this side. Because we're going to sew them at the same time. This block's pretty simple. I mean, if you like applique. I don't know if I like it yet or not. I like the idea of it. But maybe if I was hand stitching. But, you know, I only really do hand stitching during football season. Well, regular football season. My kids are in flag football right now. But it's not the same. There's not as many practices. I like take it to practice to do hand stitching or the yo-yos. I make yo-yos. They're long-term projects. Alright, we're going to flip this around and sew the other side. Go back over. Now before we iron anything here, I'm going to just take my regular fabric scissors and just cut that off. I could use the rotary cutter, but I see no point because this will work just as well. Now we'll iron it open. I think this is my favorite fabric in the whole collection. I'd like to have had it for the backing of this, but I don't. I got, it's a multicolored one. My husband picked it out because he did, since it's for us. So then I got 2 more pieces here. I'm going to lay them there, one there, and one on this side. And I'm going to go sew those on the top and bottom, and then I'll be right back. It's just straight stitching. You don't probably want to watch me do it, but so I'll be right back. Okay, and I did that. So let's go over here, and again, I'm just going to slice it off like that. Let's iron it open. Okay, so there is the block. Now, we still need our dial. So for that, I have bought this. I actually already had it. I was going to do something else. And then, of course, you know, life and time and all that. I didn't get to it yet. So I printed out this. This I bought on Etsy. And I made it in the small one so it could fit this size or this one, because I thought maybe I do want to put it there. That doesn't show a lot, and I don't know that it would add anything, but maybe I'm making a mistake by not doing it. I don't know. We'll see. You know, whatever. So I'm going to use the big one, and this one, well, this one's extra. I don't know. Ooh, I've never used this stuff before, so I really don't know. I really don't know if it's going to last or not. The instructions were on the back. It seemed pretty simple. Again, another thing that we will see about. So for this, I guess I don't need that. I could have printed more, I guess, but I didn't. So we're going to cut a piece of this. It's roughly the right size. Doesn't matter really. Oh, I shouldn't have used those scissors, but those are actually not my good fabric scissors, so it's okay. So let's move this for a minute. So I lay this face down and I lay this on it. We're gonna slice that off because I don't want it to overlap around my fabric. I want to make sure that it's only on the fabric, not on my mat. And this right here, this is why. Now it still works. So you just run the iron over that, just enough to set it. See, I barely had enough there, but it's okay because we're going to stitch it down anyway. So now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to cut around it right at the edge. I'm not really worried if any shows because it's white and my thread's going to be white. And honestly, maybe I should have made it bigger because my thread's going to show on some of these numbers. But also, I don't think anybody's going to be looking at my work that deeply. Oh yeah, there was also this little dial piece. Perhaps I lost it. It was on the page to print out to cut. And I feel like this was an easier option. That paper, I can try to link the paper, and I can also try to link the dial if you guys are interested. Now this is the only black that'll be in my quilt, but again, I like it. So then you just peel the back off very easily. See, it makes it shiny back there. And we'll lay that there just right about where we want it. I want it to be sort of even. And I'm going to hold it right there, and I'm going to start and just iron it down. And you don't have to do it long. It does not take long for it to hold it. I also am not sure about this fabric, but it's too late now because it's in there. So now we're going to go and stitch around it. Now my machine, I chose, well, I don't know what it's called, but it's this stitch. I used it on the whole quilt. Anytime there was applique, I used that one. So I'm just going to stitch around it, and it's a circle. So it might be a little hard to maneuver. I'll take you with me so you can see. I'm not perfect, and I've never claimed to be. And if you're expecting perfect, you're probably in the wrong spot. So we're just going to put this there. Just line it up with the edge. And go sort of slow, especially since it's a circle. This machine actually came with a circle dial. Like it would just hold it in place and turn it perfectly. But I've never used it, so I don't know. See, I'm just going real slow. I'm excited to be caught up after this one. And there's only 4 more. Maybe I can keep up, but also I work, and like I said, my kids have football, so maybe not. So also sometimes I'll pick it up and just readjust, just so it can kind of start over on where your circle is, because it is a circle. They're not the easiest to. So got a little ahead of myself. So it's really just like this. I'm going to pause it until I'm done because this is going to take me a minute, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. And there you have it. So when I got back to the beginning, I did overlap it just a bit there. I really don't know if you can tell right there, just to kind of keep it steady. So now we do have a top border on this. I did not do it yet, to be quite honest with you. You're gonna need 8 squares that are 2 by 2. You'll need 2 light, 2 dark, and I'm sorry, 2 medium, 2 dark, and 3. I'm sorry. Let's start over. You're going to need 3 light, 3 medium, and 2 dark. I'm going to use this one because I already have it done. And I'm also going to use this one because I already have it done. And I think I can make it work because you're doing light, dark, light, medium, dark, white. So I think I can use some of these. Let's just do it. So I need them 2 by 2. These are already done, so I need it 2 wide and 3.5 tall, right? I need it 2 wide. Let's cut 2 of them because I might have to take some apart to get it to work, but you know, whatever. I didn't cut that big enough. I'll go in the trash pile. So these actually need to be 1 1/4 here. No, 1 3/4. So that is right. That is right. It's perfect. This one might not be right then. Let's iron those. And then I'll need 2 of this one. Oh, I need another one of the light. Oh, it didn't work out for me. I need a 2 by 2 of this, so we're just gonna cut one real quick. I'm sorry, that's off screen. I'd like to have you seen it, but it's okay that you didn't. Just need a 2 by 2 by 2 by. And now I might have to pull one of these apart. But let's see what we're getting here. I need, let's a white, a medium, and a dark. And then a white, a medium, a dark, white, medium, dark, white, dark, and this one. So I need to take this apart, which is no big deal. Put those to the side. So it's like this, I think. So we are going to sew these two together and these two together, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I figured it out. White, medium, dark, white, medium, dark, white, medium. So it's just that long because there would have been another dark one, but it wasn't long enough. So now we're just going to put it on the top. And we're going to pin at the end. We're going to pin at the beginning. My two favorite spots. And then we're going to pin in the middle. And actually, since these are so many seams and moving around a lot, we're going to pin in between each of those pins. Now we're going to go stitch it down. Those off. Ouch. Let's remove the pins. And I'm going to flip it over and iron it to this side because there's a lot of seams on that other side. And there it is. It is called Telephone Time. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of that. I kind of like it. It did cost $2, but it was a bunch of them on there. I think it was like 8 different ones, and that's the one I thought looked best. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you're making it and loving it, and I will see you all next time. Have a great day.